get some. 12-21, 16-13 here in the first period. Isaiah Ollie underneath his own hoop trying to Cole Oberfell from the left corner and drains. Pizza Ranch does threes and home runs and whatnot, and I had said that he liked my buffet line, so Cole Oberfell, one of my favorite players. 12 minutes, 19-13, lead back up to 6. As Lindley drives from the left, and he will get fouled on the baseline from underneath the hoop. Welcome to, Lindley at the line for the first time tonight. 11:54, 19-13. First one, up, nothing but net. As Mason Nelson will check in for Downing. So who's out there that's not supposed to be out there? 22. Let's find out who number 22 is. Number 22 is Jonathan Sjogren. I am told that Jester Elstad will not be in the lineup tonight. No Jester tonight. 11:40. Down low, Norman. Sjogren, Isaiah Ollie. Norman on the left wing, down low to the left elbow. Nelson, back to Nelson now. Sjogren starts going, gets it down low to Cole Oberfell. Cole Oberfell will go ahead. And that's back and forth. Nope, we don't call that? Yes, we do. Now the ref says it. Yeah, see, when I point it out, then the ref calls it. 11:21, 21-14. Snow days for the little people of Pine River-Backus Tigers. So it occurred to me that we never get pep band for girls basketball, but we got pep band for boys basketball. And I'm pretty sure that's Kaylee Johnson and Aaliyah Lewis doing trumpets. So maybe that's why we don't get pep band on girl nights. Oberfell in the left corner, getting harassed, looking for some teammates, and time will run out on the Tigers and company. One shot clock violation. First one of the evening. Still under a dozen since that rule came into effect a couple years ago. Or was it last year? 21-14, down by 7. As Schulborn will unload a 3 from the left wing, make it 21-17, 10-40. Cole Oberfell in transition from the free throw line. Puts it up, no dice, 10-35. Wolves going down the other way with it. Anthony Johnson driving the lane, kicks it out to Forseen. Forseen tries to go up. He is going to be denied by Tate Norman, the 10-foot, 13-inch sophomore. I lie. Norman's a senior. Underneath, Mason Nelson's Shaq Fu is good enough to get the Wolves to create a loose ball. They're trying to figure it out. Now they get it. Anthony Johnson, top of the key. Now he kicks it over to Schulborn. Schulborn says he's got a 3 there before. Sees if he can get another one, and he does. 21-20, 10 minutes left. Colborn left. Isaiah Ollie in the left wing. More centerish. Now to Cole Oberfell in the left corner. Unloads it, airballs it. Under 10 minutes, 21-20. Here come the Wolves, right to left. It's your boy here on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com. As Lindley tries to drive some baseline action, he'll get denied and fouled, so he'll go to the line for the second time tonight. His first trip was just an and one, and he was able to get that. 9:47, 21-20 here in the first half. First one for Lindley, no. One more, he's a 50% shooter. You can get out of here with a 66% shooter. Some sweet shoes action. The shoe game is pretty on hype tonight. 2 for 3, he is a 66% shooter. And the Wolves tie it up at 21 at 9:42. Mason Nelson, left elbow, now kicks it out to the right wing for Tate Norman, who's waiting for a 3, unloads it, no dice. Isaiah Ollie comes in high flying, now he gives it to Sjogren, and Sjogren has the first bench points of the evening for the Pine River-Backus Tigers and a 23-21 lead at 9:25. And we're going to get a timeout, a full one, at 9:23. 23-21, it's your boy here on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments.
Bring us back. So 9:23, here's your boy here on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta buy some granola bars for later. Here's Johnson driving. He'll kick it over to his friend Forcine. Forcine from 2 feet out will get it. 9:07, 23 all. Mason Nelson has it, kicks it down low to Sjogren. Sjogren to Tate Norman. Tate Norman. Oh, and look at Forcine's. His Shaq Fu is strong as he is able to slap it. And he'll get fouled for it too. So Tate Norman going to the line. Right? I think that's, I don't know. All the girls look different when they're not in uniform, so I'm thinking that's why we don't get pep band on girl basketball nights, because half the girls are in the pep band. First one for Tate Norman goes in good. Second one in and good. He's a 100% shooter from the line. Under 9 minutes. Wolves, forecourt press for the Tigers. Forcine underneath in the left elbow is going to get called for traveling. And full court press for the Wolves. 8:54, 25-23. You heard it in the pregame interview. JV game didn't go as well for the Tigers. They're trying to shake that off. And hopefully the varsity, as Cole Oberfeld underneath, gets it. It's a reverse hook, but he does. Schoborn tries to be quick, stopped at the line. Lindley drives some baseline. Mason Nelson all in his way. And foul on the Wolf. And Mason Nelson creates a turnover. 27-23, 8:34. Norman trying to bring it down. Mason Nelson, Cole Oberfeld, left corner, thought about it. Now he drives some baseline, tried to give it off and be a shearing teammate to Isaiah Ollie. It goes out of bounds off of the Wolf. Ollie and company trying to inbound it. Tate Norman, right wing. Now Isaiah Ollie. Now Norman near the top. Sjogren, left. Isaiah Ollie's got it at the top of the key. Tries to go low to Nelson, and the Wolves attack. 3-on-1. Tate Norman, enough. Enough again. His Shaq Fu is strong as he's able to deny 2 shots. The initial and the rebound, and the Pine River-Backus Tigers going down left to right. Isaiah Ollie from downtown left wing. Airballs it. 7:52, 27-23. It's the thought that counts, right? I mean, I wrestled in high school because I couldn't shoot hoops, so. Either way, here comes the Wolves. Left alone, underneath is Forcine, and his Shaq Fu is strong this time around as Owens gets him a pass. Sjogren driving. Mason Nelson, left wing, left corner, up, bounces around. Tate Norman with a rebound jam. That'll fire up the crowd. Norman coming back. Layup. Norman wants to do it himself. 31-25, 7:15. Norman up to 10 points. And we're going to get some pass interference on Mason Nelson. I think it's pushing. No, there's no reg. They're all looking for a reg. The medic guy is got the reg though, so. Hey, there's Isaiah Ollie's little sister. I don't remember her name, but she's an Ollie. And she golfs too. She went to state last year. Better than I can golf. I can hit the ball. Straight, that's another thing. Wolves driving. Anthony Johnson has to adjust. Off the roll it comes. Owens and Johnson have to hang out and help each other up. And in transition, the Pine River-Backus Tigers go little too quick. Ball gets there, and they can't hang on. Oberfell, left wing, rotates to the center. Tries to get a cutting Norman, can't. Wolves get it, the loose ball, 6:50, 31-25. Lead was as large as 8 at one moment. Well, actually, it was the Tigers had the lead for most of the first half. Wolves, Anthony Johnson shooting a 3. No, that's forcing anyways. Here's Owens. Now, here is Lindley. Lindley with a 3, and he drains it. 31-28 within 3. Ollie looking, finds Oberfell. Back to Ollie. They got to get it across the timeline. Does Mason Nelson in the right wing. A cutting Sjogren. Oberfell in the left wing. Shoots a 3. Gets some lip, nothing else. Tate Norman just not tall enough to rebound that one. Here comes the Wolves. As quick as possible. We don't call traveling, though. That's cool. Here's Shelburne on the left wing. Thought about it. Now he'll get called for traveling. Might have been a makeup call. Might have been traveling. Who knows? 6 minutes. The shadow knows. 31-28. Wolves within 3. They have had it tied. They have not had a lead as Downey checks in for Mason Nelson. Cole Oberfell will check in. And number 45, that's Dalton Minion. Dalton Minion checks in for the Pine River-Backus Tigers as Downey has it. Now Sjogren has it. He's going to get double teamed, and he'll give it up as he tries to bounce past it. Shelburne from downtown 3rd Street unloads. It went in, and it went out. Some fancy hook in from Minion. Minion hitting Tate Norman in transition. Tate Norman having to adjust from one foot to the left foot to the right foot to the flying to a finger roll, and we're up 33-28, 5:34. Here comes the Wolves in transition. Lindley can't lay up the layup. Tigers have it. Tate Norman coming across the timeline. Sjogren in the left wing. Decides it's good enough. He'll shoot it and miss it. Here come the Wolves down with it. Forcing another rebound. Gets it over to Lindley. Lindley thought about it. Now here he hands it off to Anthony Johnson, who will rotate. Drive some baseline, and he will get touched at the shot. He's going to the line. Let's see if they count that. They are not counting it, so I believe he'll get 2. And now number 11 checks in for Owens. Let's find out which boy that is. 5'10", 33-28. Jordan Waldo. And Lindley, or excuse me, Johnson's first one drains. He's a 3-for-3 shooter from the line. Minion left alone on the baseline, decides to drive it and doesn't put enough oomph on it. We're under 5 minutes, 33-29. Here is Shelburne. Left wing 3, no dice. Tigers, Norman coming across the timeline, trying to slow it down. Nope. Now Isaiah Ollie as they are just rotating forward, not enough. And here come the Wolves, 4-on-5 as Lindley, or forcing is down low. Doesn't matter because Waldo will put up the first bench points for the Wolves as Tate Norman unable to block that. 33-31. Oh, Minion to Tate Norman on the cut, and Norman has 2 more on the layup. 4:20, 35-31. Wolves coming back. Anthony Johnson has it, right side, baseline drive, hits the backboard. And let's see, Forcine was the last person to touch it, and they will give it to the Tigers as Oberfell will check in for Tate Norman now. Coach Ackerman and Cole Oberfeld now yelling instructions from the bench. Ollie, Minion, left side. He starts driving, and the ball's going to be kicked by Forcing. And let's see what the call. Yeah, it's going to be on Forcing, a foul. It's a personal foul. 35-31, 4:02. Snow days. I wonder what the activity was for the little people today. Minion has it. Oberfell on the top of the key. Maybe it was Adam Sandler dress-up day. Right wing, Isaiah Ollie with a three that bounces off the lip and over the backboard and out of play. 3:54, 35-31 here in the first half on Skeeter 101.5 FM and yourliveevent.com. Lindley. Anthony Johnson, right wing, starts driving into the paint. Now he just throws it at Lindley's feet, or Forcing's feet. Lindley will take the three as it gets kicked out to him. Forcing and Waldo. Now back to Anthony Johnson. He steps in to unload a 14-footer. Waldo comes down with it, tries to get it. Downey gets it to Isaiah Ollie, and Ollie comes back down the other way. Right elbow, kicks it out to the left wing. Isaiah Ollie will reset and get it to Sjogren on the right wing. Down low to the right elbow. Cole Oberfell off the right elbow. In 37-31, 3:05 in transition. First one can't go in, but Forcing's Shaq Fu is good the first time around, not good enough the second time around. He's going to get called for a foul. With 3 minutes left here in the first half, it's 37-33. Third foul for Forcing. In the bonus. Tate Norman, lead scorer on the evening with 14. I lie, Oberfell has 17. Tate Norman from underneath gets it over to Sjogren. Downey has his first points of the evening with 2 fouls, and there's a push by Downey. And listen, if I can see you pushing a kid and I can realize that's a push, that's a real life push. You're gonna get called for that every time. Number 14 will check in for Downey. And you know who number 14 is? Grady Mongan. So Mongan in there for the first time. .243. I'm trying to get that boy's number. 4. Drains 2 more. And he's a 4 for 5 shooter. Or 5 for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 for 5. 235, 39, 35. Once again, Norman and Waldo get into it for the ball. A little bit of a soccer match, and out on the Wolves. Pine River-Backus have it on their own side of the turf. We'll also get a timeout from head coach Ackerman. We'll take a timeout as well here on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Brandon was on Cash 95.
The PRB
is here to travel down to Piers alongside Pequot Lakes. The boys and girls in double header action. Girls were able to take out Piers at home, 46-26 in Piers, I should say. No score yet on the boys' game. As Tate Norman from the right wing, one load of 3, no dice. Sjogren comes down with it, looking around, gives it up to Isaiah Ollie. Now Cole Oberfeld back down to Sjogren. And his Shaq Fu is not good enough. 2:09, 39-35. If you know, you know. Here come the Wolves. 2 minutes now. Johnson gives it up to Owens. Owens puts it up, and I believe he's going to draw the foul, and he will. 39-35 here in the first period, first half. $1:57. Did you know that head coach Ben Kisner of the baseball is the band director too? That's some pretty sweet skills. Owens, first one, no. I can't remember. I had a friend in college. He was my RA, but he was also the drum major. That's what they call it, drum major. So it's pretty cool. Second one for Owens is up and no. 2 for 4, 50% shooter. Tate Norman and Isaiah Ollie coming down. Now Mongan. Norman, Ollie. Top of the key, down, bounce low from Sjogren from the free throw line. No dice. And Pine River-Backus gets it. Isaiah Ollie runs in on it. Cole Oberfeld's Shaq Fu is good as he's able to get the rebound and put it up. $1:30, 41-35. Norman with the steal. Wasn't Norman with the steal. It was Mongan, and Norman with the recovery tries to adjust and put it up, but he is going to run over Anthony Johnson, and the ref is going to say foul. And Tate Norman will have a question and ask the ref, and the ref will say, listen, bro, I called it. Anthony Johnson in transition. This time his Shaq Fu is finally strong as he gets his first points from the floor. 3 for 3 from the line. $1:11, 41-37, make a wish. Tate Norman, top of the key, Isaiah Ollie. Left wing, right wing, now centerish. Down low to Sjogren, who was moving at the same time as the pass was coming in. Anthony Johnson has it, under a minute for the Wolves. Crossing the timeline, and it's off of his shoe. And out of bounds, so the Tigers will get possession. 41-37, 52-9. Norman, top of the key, Isaiah Ollie, left wing from downtown, drains it. His first 3 of the night, and that's 44-37, under 40 seconds. A 6-second shot clock differential. Waldo takes a shot, no dice. Isaiah Ollie comes down with it. Cole Oberfeld has to save it, gives it back to Ollie. Ollie comes across the timeline, top of the key, down low to Sjogren, out to Mongan. Mongan, 3 from the right wing. He'll airball it. Oberfeld keeps it in, but for the Wolves, we're under 15. Shot clock off. Here's a drive by Lindley, and he will have to adjust, but he does get the adjustment correct. 44-39. Cole Oberfeld, under 5. Throws it at the drummer, who's open, mainly because they're not playing. 3 seconds left, 44-39. Wolves trying. Here's a heave by Lindley, and he'll get some right backboard, but nothing else. 44-39 is halftime. It's your boy here on Skeeter 101.5. What time is it? Let's find out. Ooh, let's do station identification. That'll make the boss happy. Let's see. We are on YourLiveEvent.com and Skeeter 101.5 KFGI Crosby. We'll be right back with some halftime stats, second half, and all that.
At Enbridge,
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community. making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Let's go bowling. Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River welcomes you in for a great time. Ask about leagues, including their new Fun Mixed Couples League. Thursday evening starting January 23rd. Bowl to help local heroes at Community Bowl. Saturday, February 22nd is the annual Fire Department Fundraiser Tournament. A 9-pin no-tap tournament and silent auction with proceeds benefiting the Pine River and Backus Fire Departments. Just $35 entry. Open to the public. Call for details or to donate. Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Shrub Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Shrub Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basement septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 42 years and still digging it right. Shrub Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Shrub Excavating LLC. Online at shrubexcavating.com.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at hannikininsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Let's go bowling. Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River welcomes you in for a great time. Ask about leagues, including their new Fun Mixed Couples League. Thursday evening starting January 23rd. Bowl to help local heroes at Community Bowl. Saturday, February 22nd is the annual Fire Department Fundraiser Tournament. A 9-pin no-tap tournament and silent auction with proceeds benefiting the Pine River and Backus Fire Departments. Just $35 entry. Open to the public. Call for details or to donate. Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Shrub Excavating LL.
Look at them sweet pink shoes. I need some kicks like that. That little dude's good. Oh, look at that. Unloads a 3. We were going to say, if you made that, that's all the shoes. Welcome back. Oh, where's my pay? Oh, right here, duh. As if you're on yourliveevent.com, you are seeing the halftime show that is oh, look at this little dude with the pink shoes. Oh, man, he got some sweet pink shoes, I tell you. It's a good thing he's got little feet, because I'd be stomping around in them bad boys. We're like a size 13 or something, I don't know. Either or. Let's get through some first half stats. Leading scorer for the Mustangs is Lindley, number 4 with 12. Couple of them, Showborn and Forcine, have 8 apiece. Johnson has 7, and their big guy Owens has 2. They only have 2, as we've only seen one person off their bench. That's Waldo, as he's got 2 on there. For the Tigers, your leader scorer, of course, Oberfell, with 19 on the night. He leads all in that category. Isaiah Ollie's got 5. Downey's got 2. Tate Norman, besides the Ramajama in the first half, he's got 14. And he's 2 for 2 from the line. Nelson has 2, as his Shaq Fu was strong underneath. Sjogren, the lone bench player to have points, has 2, and we have seen Ninian and Mongan. So Ackerman and Coach Ollie, Rick Ollie, have their boys back out as we are under 2 minutes. You're on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at hannikininsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
So, welcome back as the Pine River-Backus Tigers. YourLiveEvent.com, Skeeter 1015. Aaliyah Lewis was some sort of royalty for the school days. I don't know. And then little Kaylee Johnson's right next to her. I only recognize her because her mom's right there. And her mom's always cool because she's the concession stand lady. We're starting second half as the Wolves have it now going left to right as number 5 unloads and number 13, that's Forseen, with the rebound underneath. Second chance opportunities, a big deal here for both teams. We're 30 seconds in, 44-41. A 5-point lead at halftime. The Tigers had a lead as large as 8. The Wolves have never had the lead, but they have had it tied. 17-26, here comes Lindley, lead scorer now. Schoborn, top of the key, gives it up to Anthony Johnson for the drive, kicks it out to Owens. Owens unloads a 3, no dice, but Forseen kicks it out for Schoborn. Schoborn can't. Anthony Johnson, second opportunities. Now Sjogren gets in there. That's Downey. And he gives it up to Isaiah Ollie. Ollie too much on the layup. No dice. We're under 17, 44-41. In transition, Cole Oberfeld, quick as a bunny, gets it up to Downey. Downey has to adjust. Tried to pass and comes down a little awkwardly as the ball goes into Forseen's knee. Isaiah Ollie and company underneath their own hoop trying to inbound it. Mason Nelson, right corner. I learned yesterday wings and elbows. I've been talking to you wrong. My bad. I even like wings, bro. I love wings. Ollie and Norman and company playing some hot potato here. Downey, Mason off the left elbow, puts it up, can't. 16-35, 44-31. Wolves, Anthony Johnson going the other way. Mid-court. Left wing, handed off to Anthony Johnson in the left wing. He decides that is a good spot for a 3, and it is. And Coach Ackerman wants a full timeout. We'll take a full timeout here on Skeeter 1015 and YourLiveEvent.com.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
What can you do? Bring us back. And we're back here on YourLiveEvent.com and Skeeter 101.5. Score tied at 44. As the Wolves have scored 5 here in the second half. The Tigers have yet to start scoring in the second half. So Tate Norman with the inbound to Isaiah Ollie, full court press from the Wolves. Norman bringing it down. Gets across the timeline. Isaiah Ollie on the right side. Mason Nelson crashing. Nope, he'll stop. Now he'll kick it out to Ollie. Had to force it, but it's all right. Ollie to Downey. Downey at the top. Norman on the right. Starts driving, now gives it to Mason Nelson. Mason Nelson tries to complete the long distance call and can't. And now Cole Oberfeld, left elbow. Left drive for Norman. It will touch. And Mason Nelson will be the last one to touch it. 15-44, 44 all. As here comes the Wolves. Baseline drive for Lindley, and Lindley's got it. Left to right. is now Sjogren wants to check in for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Mason Nelson, top of the key to Cole Oberfeld in the left wing. It's cutting Tate Norman. Norman with two more from underneath. 15-15, 46 all. That was the first lead for the Wolves. Pine River-Backus Tigers tie it right back up. And here is Owens with a first shot from the floor that goes in. He's got first points, and the Wolves have yet again another lead by 2, 48-46 here in the second half. Anthony Johnson, right wing, no dice. Mason Nelson, Shaq Fu is strong as he comes down with the rebound, gets it to Isaiah Ollie. Ollie tries to speed it up. Now Tate Norman on the cut. Nope. Too much umph. So Sjogren will check in for Mason Nelson. (14-42, 48-46). Owens, right corner, drives in. Sjoberg. Nope, kicked out Lindley. Somebody might have gotten a finger on it. Sjogren. As Tate Norman comes down with it. Anthony Johnson was going to get called for a reach-in, but Isaiah Ollie on the fast as you can transition, drains another two on a net layup. Some good adjustment. Here's Sjoberg just unloading a three from the right. Here comes Tate Norman. Tried, he was going to ram-a-jamma it, and then he stopped, goes up, still gets fouled. He's going to the line. 48 all, 14-7. Sjogren needs a drink of water, so he'll take a drink of water as Tate Norman goes to the line. First one for Norman, nothing but net. Cole Oberfeld checks out. Minion checks in. Minion, Norman, Ollie, Sjogren, and Downey on the court for your Tigers as Norman now becomes a 4-for-4 shooter from the line. He had 14 in the first half. And here comes the Wolves. Ooh, there's a new Wolf trying to check in. Around the horn, the Wolves go. We get a call and a travel on Sjoberg. And in checking will be Landon Hyde. The ninth grader is in there for the Wolves. 13-50, 50-48. Tigers on top. Sjoberg with a steal. Driving, tries to fakes him out. Not enough. Ollie and Norman come down with it. 50-48. A great game tonight. If you are just joining us on Skeeter 101.5, it's your boy. And yourliveevent.com. Minion underneath. He shows that his Shaq Fu is strong. He's got his first points of the evening. And two more bench points for the Tigers. Sjoberg. Owens, right, airballs it. Heidi has it, and they're going to say that it's Tigers' ball, right? Right? Yep. 52-48. As Norman will come down in the Tigers' orange with black lettering, white trim. Right to left on your dashboard or at your dining room table, wherever you may be this evening. Waldo trying to check back in. Ollie with a drive on from the left wing. Called off by the referee, and it's against the Tigers, so the Wolves will get the ball. Cole, the buffet, Oberfeld trying to check back in as Anthony Johnson drives. Norman comes down with it. Waldo puts it up. His Shaq Fu is not strong enough as Anthony Johnson will get it. Comes down with it, and now we're going to have some foul action, and Waldo will go to the line for two. 12:44, 52-48 here in the second half. Tigers on top. They led by 5 at the half. They lead by 4 at the moment. And Waldo will miss the first one from the line. Oberfell will check in for Minion. So it will be Sjogren, Ollie, Oberfell, Downey, and Norman on the floor for the Tigers, as Waldo will hit 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 12:40, 52-49. Downey from downtown thought about it. Norman got it and then tried to pass it back out. Schoborn was there, runs down to the other side, tries to get it up. Oh, fingertips. We're all playing for it, and they're going to say Wolves ball, and Pine River-Backus can't believe it. 12:23, 52-49, inbounding at Wolves. Hyde gets it to Anthony Johnson in the right corner. Johnson, some sweet dribbling, tries to drive some baseline, gets it over to Hyde. Hyde gets it back to Waldo. Anthony Johnson with a drive in the paint, has some adjust, and he does it enough. 52-51, 12 minutes left. Cole Oberfell from the top of the key starts driving. Again, just has to push it towards the lip, and that's all he gets is some lip. 11:48, 52-51, Wolves. Traveling on number 24 for the Wolves. How did number 24 get in there? Let's find out who he is. That is Aiden Nisler. So Aiden Nisler, the 9th grader, in for the Wolves. Tate Norman on the cut as Anthony Johnson swipes at it behind. Ollie, Wolves. Schoborn has it in the left wing, kicks it over to Nisler. Nisler starts driving baseline and gets called yet again for another travel. 11:30, 52-51. Guys just walking around with luggage, traveling anywhere and everywhere. 52-51, 11:30 here in the second half. Tigers at 1 point had an 8-point lead. Wolves have had a 1-score lead twice, as Cole Oberfell underneath is going to get stuffed by Hyde, but he'll get the rebound. Ollie will try to drive, and I believe all he's going to get (11:15, 52-51). Whatever happened, Isaiah Ollie did it. 3-2. Here's Cole Oberfell with the interception as he read that every way. 3-on-1, looks, tried to get fancy with it, loses it. Anthony Johnson comes down with it. Isaiah Ollie gets down to the wing, now starts driving, gives it up to Waldo. Waldo kicks it out. Number 24 is Nisler, as Sjogren and Waldo go crashing down. 10:51, 52-50. See what the ref, it's going to be on number 22, which is Sjogren. It's a personal foul. So Schoborn should be inbounding it, right? Yep, from underneath his own hoop. 10:51, 52-51. Sjogren checks out, Minion checks in. Wolves inbounded. Anthony Johnson, left corner, decides to put it up. He'll airball it. Cole Oberfell underneath with the rebound. Coach Ackerman wants people to slow it down. Isaiah Ollie finds a lane on the left and drives. So much for slowing it down. Ollie's like, yo, I got a lane, I got to drive. I'm a peacock, coach. You got to let me fly. 10:30, 54-51. Up by 3 now as the Tigers. Johnson, left wing, starts driving into the paint. Now kicks it over to Waldo. Waldo on the other side. And Cole Oberfell will protect it to make sure it goes out of bounds and get himself an inbound with Isaiah Ollie. 10:18, 54-51 here in Pine River-Backus. Snow Days week concluding. Pine River-Backus boys trying to send the fans home happy this week with a win. We were here last night as the girls lost 62-52, I think. Let's see. This is number 4 is Lindley. He'll check in for Johnson. Johnson getting a break for the first time tonight. Ollie from the left wing. Too much. Cole Oberfell will try to gather it, and he'll go. He will not, so it'll be change of possession. Sometimes the handle can get a little grease on it. Sometimes the handle's a little sticky or it's a little greasy, either or. Lindley from the top of the key tries it. Coming down is Downey. Up in the air, tried to adjust. Norman with the rebound. His Shaq Fu is strong. Not the second time, though. Here comes Schoborn. Left wing. Left elbow. No. As Minion comes down with it. Now Downey has it. 9:30, 54-51. Ollie once again tries the left side drive. It worked again. It worked before. It works again this time. And it's 56-51. 9:15. From the left corner. Nistler tries it. Waldo gets the rebound, throws it up, and I believe he's going to get fouled. So Nistler will go to the line for the first time tonight. Just the 5th Wolf to go to the line. 9-10, 56-51. Nistler, first one in, nothing but net. As Mongan will check in for Norman. That boy already has a tattoo. He's already cooler than I am. Nistler will drain the second one. I don't have any tattoos. I only have a girlfriend. I'm afraid of commitment. Pine River-Backus Tigers, right to left on your dashboard or at your dining room table here on Skeeter 1015 and yourliveevent.com. Thanks for joining us. Isaiah Ollie has it on the right side. And now he's going to lay it up, and Minion goes up, but he gets attacked from behind and loses the ball. 8:52 as Lindley tries to put one up. Underneath is Schoborn. He will get it up. Let's see if they will count that. They will count it. So he'll go to the line for one more. 56-55. This is an and one, right? Thank you. It is an and one, and Schoborn is a 100% shooter on his first opportunity. 8:45, 56 all. As Isaiah Ollie for the Tigers comes across the timeline. Now Cole Oberfell has to do a little tornado action, gets stuck. Downey, left corner. Cole Oberfell, top of the key, thought about it. Down low to Isaiah Ollie. Ollie with a fadeaway shot. It bounces over the net as it hits both lips. Mongan all over the place. Lindley driving in the paint, now gives it up. I think that's Forcine, and Forcine has two more. Or is that Waldo? That might have been Waldo. As Isaiah Ollie drives hard to the net. And Lindley has it in the right wing. Now Schoborn shoots it from the right, no dice. Minion comes down with it. Downey comes back to help his partner out and get the ball. And start moving it across the timeline at 7:43, 56-58. Wolves on top. Yet again, just their third lead of the evening, and yet again by just one score as Oberfell shoots a long one from the left. Front lip, nothing else, and Minion, I think Minion got some hand and wrist action in some, look at these guys. 7:31, thanks guy. The little concession stand people bringing us some popcorn. They're always homies. Minion checks out. Let's see who checked in. Mongan, Downey's in there. Oberfell, Norman's in there. Sjogren's in there as well. Wolves on top, 7:30, 58-56. Just their third lead of the night, but they have not had a lead over one score. 2 points. That's all they've led by. Tigers have led by 8 at one point and had held the lead for most of the game as Schoborn is trying some Shaq Fu underneath, and he does draw the foul. So Schoborn to the line. He is a 1-for-1 shooter so far. First one will have to need some extra oomph and wishing, but it does drain. 59-56. The largest lead of the night for the Wolves is Mason Nelson will check in for Sjogren. See if the Tigers can claw their way back into it. And the second one will drain. He is a 3-for-3 shooter from the line. 60-56, 7:07. Oberfell, right wing, hits a cutting Norman. Norman, look at his Shaq Fu as he's able to go underneath it, backwards off the board. We'll get a full timeout. 7:01 left. 60-58 here on Skeeter 1015 and YourLiveEvent.com.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. prbschools.org.
Forgive me. 6:55, 60-58. Kelliher Northome Mustangs. Why have I been? No, yeah, my bad. The Mustangs, bro. Either way, Mustangs on top, 60-58, 6:40. The Tigers. And Schoberg tries to steal it. Norman does get it back. Now Downey from the right wing. Oberfell. Shaq Fu as strong as he gets the rebound and gives it up to Lindley. Lindley gives it up to Norman. Norman gives it up to Schoberg. Schoberg trying to go coast to coast and doesn't. However, Lindley tries to back it up, but Downey. Now Schoberg. Back to Johnson. That's Schoberg. Now to number Hyde, 41. Hyde gets his first points for the Mustangs. 5:55, 58-62. Mustangs on top here in the second half. Cole Oberfell has it. Mongan in the right wing. Now to Tate Norman. On the right, rotates out. Gets it to Cole. That's Mason Nelson. Now Cole Oberfell from the free throw line as it'll in, and we don't call that for, that's not like illegal dribbling or as, look at Cole Oberfell, Shaq Fu underneath the hoop, strong, 5:25, 62-58, Mustangs on top at the moment. Mustangs trying to get it in. They do. Lindley has it in the left wing. Here on the right side, Schoberg drains a three. 65-58. 5:11 left. 8-point lead, largest lead for either team. Student section from the Pine River-Backus Tigers starting to rile up. We get a call here. Anthony Johnson wants to check back in. He's trying to get ref's attention. Ref says, you may. He'll check in for Lindley. Mongan Downey, Norman, Mason Nelson, and Cole Oberfell on the floor for the Tigers. Under 5 minutes here as the Mustangs get another steal. Schoborn coming. Gets it over to Anthony Johnson on the right wing. Now goes to the center, starts driving some paint, puts it up, and floats her in. Johnson's got another one. 4:35, 67 to 58. 9-point lead. Largest of the evening, and Anthony Johnson will steal another one from Norman, going coast to coast. Norman comes down with it. Norman about 3 inches taller than Anthony Johnson and maybe about a 3-inch reach advantage. Still not able to help him as Isaiah Ollie checks in for Mongrain. So Nelson, Oberfell, Isaiah Ollie is Ollie now calling out computer blue, Norman and Downey. Starters back on the court for the Tigers here with 4:20 left. Norman left alone on the right wing, shoots a 3, no dice. Ollie is able to volleyball back to Norman. Now to Oberfell, back to Ollie at the top of the key, to Norman on the right wing. Down low to the right elbow. Now to Oberfell underneath, but his Shaq Fu is not strong as Hyde gets in the way. Gets it up to Anthony Johnson. Johnson trying to go coast to coast. His Shaq Fu is not strong as his layup gets denied, but he does draw the foul. 3:56, 67-58. Sjogren trying to check back in as Anthony Johnson goes to the line for 2. 3 for 3 on the night from the line. 67-58 here on Skeeter 1015 and YourLiveEvent.com. Johnson, first one, misses. Now just a 3 for 4 shooter as Minion and Sjogren will check in. Nelson checks out and let's see, Sjogren, Norman. Yeah, you guys got 6 people here. Oberfell. Okay, so now it's going to be some Sjogren, some Norman, some Ollie, some Downey, and some Minion. For the Mustangs, Anthony Johnson puts one up. He'll miss both of these, but they get some rebound action. Is that Lindley? That is Lindley. No, it's not. That's Hyde. Hyde giving it all. I believe they're in the bonus now, so Hyde will go to the line. This is his first shots of the night. First one up, no dice. And the Tigers, Norman and Downey coming down the other way. 3:50, 67-58. Tried to pass it back, and Schoenborn will get his big old paw on the way, and it'll go out of bounds. So Ollie will have to inbound it in front of the crowd to Downey. Back to Ollie, and once again, Schoenborn. But they're going to say Ollie touched it last, too, as he was reaching for it. So change in possession as Cole Oberfell will now check in for Downey. 67-58, 3:43 left. Here comes Anthony Johnson and company. Schoenborn, left wing, goes up. Oberfell will get his hand in the way and going to get called for a foul. 67-58. That puts them in the double bonus. 3:37, 67-58. You guys checking out the big party this weekend? First one for Schoenborn in. If you want, you can check out the 40 Club in Aiken. Second one for Schoenborn has to bounce around, but it does go in. And he's going to get a third one. And it has to bounce around, but it does drain. 70-58, Schoenborn again gets the loose ball. Anthony Johnson with an easy layup. Uncontested for sure, and now 72-58. The lead is up to 14 for the Mustangs. Sjogren tried to even it up. Can't. Loose ball underneath the Mustangs hoop. Anthony Johnson gets it, comes back out, starts slowing things down. 3 minutes left. Johnson underneath the Hyde. Hyde with a shoulder into Isaiah Ollie. And that's going to be a charging foul, right? Yes. I remember that signal. 72-58, under 3 minutes, 2:59 to be exact. Mustangs in the double bonus. Forgive me for, as Isaiah Ollie tries to pass that to the scorekeeper who's open, mainly because he's doing scorekeeping jobs. 2:52, 72-58. Largest lead at 14 for either team. Mustangs have it. Left wing. Nistler. Schoborn. Nistler again, now out of bounds. With it is Hyde. Change of possession. So Oberfell and company inbounding it. 72-58, 2:36. Heaves it down deep to Sjogren. Sjogren loses it between his legs, gets it, starts driving, and now tries to bounce pass it to Isaiah Ollie, who is in the area. Just couldn't connect. So the Wolves will change possession yet again. Mustangs, my bad. A fancy pass, and it doesn't matter, because Sjogren is able to get in there and slap it away. Minion comes down with it. Isaiah Ollie has it, 2:20, 72-58, right to left. Tigers, Sjogren, right corner, airballs it. Oberfell comes down with it. Looking for help, does get it out to Minion on the left wing. Left elbow, Norman, right wing. Isaiah Ollie thought about it, now drives, now floats one in there, and it takes a moment, but it does go down. 2 minutes, 72-60. Johnson to Hyde. Hyde driving. Now gives it off to Johnson. Johnson with a 4-footer. And he's solid from 4 feet out. 74-60. $1:45 left. Oberfell and Johnson get into it at the timeline. Mason Nelson trying to check back in. It will be a personal foul, and Nelson will check in for Oberfell. $1:45. 74-60. Isaiah Ollie in front of his own bench to inbound it to Norman to the left. On the left wing, back to Isaiah Ollie. Will rotate from left to center, back to left. Bounce pass to Nelson on the elbow. Out to Norman on the right side, left side. Shoots a 3, no dice. Minion and Forcine come down with it, but Forcine's Shaq Fu is stronger. As now Anthony Johnson will have it at the timeline. Push press. Isaiah Ollie off of Sjogren's pressure. Will go, can't do it, but Schoborn will quickly find Anthony Johnson on transition. Mason Nelson comes down with it, and we got a whistle, and that will rile up the Mustangs. 114, 76-60. 16 is the lead, as now Downey wants to check in for Sjogren, and Sjogren will have a seat. 114, 76-16. Norman, Minion down low. He will draw the foul. So Minion will go to the line for the first time tonight. He will be the first bench player and just the third Tiger to go to the line. First one for Minion is in. Number 25 is Noah Heck. He has checked in, as Minion will miss the second one. Isaiah Ollie with a second chance opportunities, no dice. See what the call is here. Noah Heck. When I was little, we had a neighbor. She used to babysit me. That's where I first watched Gumby. Her name was Joan Heck. And her husband was Jerry. He was like, worked for DNR or something, I don't remember. But I remember my mom or dad would drop me off in the morning, and I'd get to hang out there like 6 in the morning and watch Gumby and stuff. It was good times. And they had, let's see, Becky was the daughter. She was really nice. And then Daniel was the son. He used to let me play in his room. Isaiah Ollie from the line. First one is in. Just the fourth Tiger. And his first opportunity, 103, 76-62. Second one is up, and Ollie just gold from the line. 76-63. We'll have a timeout, and it's going to be a full one. We'll take a break here on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
The great people.
Let's go bowling. Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River welcomes you in for a great time. Ask about leagues, including their new Fun Mixed Couples League. Thursday evening starting January 23rd. Bowl to help local heroes at Community Bowl. Saturday, February 22nd is the annual Fire Department Fundraiser Tournament. A 9-pin no-tap tournament and silent auction with proceeds benefiting the Pine River and Backus Fire Departments. Just $35 entry. Open to the public. Call for details or to donate. Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Shrub.
And we are back for the last minute here on Skeeter 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com. It's your boy here as the Mustangs are trying to inbound it, and they do. 1 minute left. Tigers full court press. Downing with a steal to Isaiah Ollie. With an adjustment, no dice. Second chance opportunity is overthrown, but I believe he'll draw a foul. And he will, so he'll go to the line. Seems like he just got off the line. But that's all right, because we need points. 76-63, 53-9. Ollie just drains that one. They look so pretty when they do that. You know what I'm saying? I can't make hoops like that. Second one. This one will be just as pretty. Look. 53 seconds left. 76-65, and we have yet another foul. This one on number 23, or is that 24? That was going to be Downey. So Anthony Johnson will go to the line. Started the night 3 for 3, and then his last time he went 0 for 2, so 3 for 5. See what he does here. He'll drain the first one. 53 seconds left, 77-65. Second one is up and through for Johnson and the Tigers. Coming across line, Downey pulls up to downtown, air balls a 3 as Tigers try to keep it in, and they do. Cole Oberfrau from the left wing will use the backboard, no dice. Slapped forward by Schoborn to Anthony Johnson. Johnson with a layup, uncontested. And there's about a 2-second difference between the shot clock as Norman will be left alone underneath, and Norman has a quick 2. And now we have 26 seconds. 1 second difference. There shouldn't be a shot clock. There is not. As Oberfell and Johnson will run into each other and have a moment of hugging and jump ball situation. Possession arrow. Oh, no, they're going to say foul? Yeah, it's a personal injury. It's a foul. 19.5 seconds, 82-67. Johnson at the line yet again. First one up. They are in the double bonus. Johnson. Make it 7 for 9 on the evening. 82-67. Downey leaves it for Isaiah Ollie. Ollie drops a 3. Nope. Norman underneath. Has to dribble, twist, fading shot. Now Minion. Second chance opportunities. He's got it. And with 1.2 seconds left, we will get yet another foul. This time they will send Schoenborn to the line. A 5 for 5 shooter tonight. 82-69. This one misses, so Schoenborn not perfect from the line. He'll be 5 for 6. Make it 6 for 7 on the evening. Cole Oberfell with the last moment heave, and it's over. 83-69. Mustangs on top. Forgive me for calling them the Wolves the whole time. Got it this time, though. And we will pick our 2 players of the game. We will give, let's see, probably Oberfell and Norman. What do you guys think? Okay. Cole, Oberfell, and Norman can have the duties. As I love it. As soon as the game gets done, go for it. That's all you, bro. As soon as the game is done, I love how all the little kids, like the one teacher, they have that little cart with all the basketballs on it. That one teacher just like pushes it out, and the little kids just come screaming across for that basketball to get their opportunity to play on the hoop. We doing interviews? No? Okay, that's cool. No? So Snow Days ends for PRB Pine River-Backus Tigers. As they get defeated by the Traveling Mustangs 83-69. I would like to oh, look at that little dude. He just hit a 3. Why isn't he playing hoops? Either or. Thanks for joining us on Skeeter 101.5 FM, KFGI Crosby, and yourliveevent.com. Remember, children, to always put water in your ramens before you start the microwave.